Welcome to Long Range Pursuit. This week, Aaron and Mike hunt for two really different hunts. First up, Mike and his muzzleloader travel to Kansas to hunt with J.R. Dienst in the heat of early September. You know that Mike dreams about hunting big mule deer, and he's also the Gunwerks expert on long-range muzzle loaders, so this hunt is a perfect combination.
Well, we're out here in southwestern Kansas. We're hunting mule deer with J.R. Dienst. Yeah, he's known for taking some big trophy deer in this country, and you can tell it's just wide open. We're hunting some patches of this cropland, and you'd think this would be a perfect spot for one of these long-range muzzleloaders, but talking to these guys this morning, it sounds like you just really work in on these things, and most of the shots are pretty close. Plus today we're clocking about 30-40 mile an hour winds, which makes it good for sneaking up on the deer, but bad for taking a long shot. So there's going to be some close shooting today. Sounds like we're going to go get set up in one of these fields, actually sit on some lawn chairs, try to spot these deer, their horns sticking up over the crops here, and just kind of keep moving in on them. And sounds like some of the shots could be 30 yards, could be 100 yards. We'll get in there and see. Sounds like a waiting game from here. Those bucks are probably bedded down in this milo field somewhere. We haven't been able to spot any horns or anything sticking up. So what we do is we'll just sit here. Hopefully they get up sometime today. Could be 4 hours, could be an hour, could be 10 minutes. Of course, they stand up, we'll watch them. Wait till they bed back down, then we'll sneak in on them. Hopefully JJ and we can get a double on them today. JJ got a little look at him, I got a little look at him. We still didn't look at him enough, but we know they're both big. Hopefully they'll bed down, we can go get them. Looks like two good bucks. Hopefully we can get them both. Moving into where we think those deer are bedded. Should be right up here, about 150 yards.
This hunt in Milo Fields is tough, and a clear shot in 4-foot-tall vegetation is hard to come by. Even at close range, it's still important to set up the shot and take the time for quality placement. You're watching Long Range Pursuit. Mike and JJ are setting up for a double on two big bucks, but the thick field of Milo is making for a tricky shot. They need both deer to present a clear shot if they want to put two big bucks on the ground. With Mike's shot, JJ's buck moved out fast, and the running shot was a clean miss.
He's down right over here in the brush. Let's see if we can get him. I think he made a good shot. Looks like Bill's got a line on him.
A successful hunt starts with drawing the coveted tag. Cabela's tags help Mike draw this tag. With their simple process, they make it easy to apply in multiple states for the best hunts. And they front the application fees.
Sweet. That's kind of that stuff we were seeing in the binos. Velvet. Oh man. Look at that. All bladed out. It's a good mass. Yeah, it was pretty fast. We were set up on them. They stood up, and I was actually looking the other direction. So they had to snap their fingers at me to get me to look. It ended up being about 150 yards. JJ let me take a shot first, and then didn't end up getting a very good shot on his, so appreciate that. It's a great buck. We didn't get the other one. We'll have to go chase him down, but I think Jay already went back to get the pickup, so we can get him back in the truck and get him loaded up, go chase another one. So, pretty sweet.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Winters, product specialist here at Gunwerks. Today we're going to go over one of the common issues guys have when collecting data to either build a drop chart or a ballistic compensator like we use on our systems. We field hundreds of calls a month where guys cannot re-verify their data once they've shot it one day and go out and try to return the same data, let's say a week later. And one of the common issues that we see is the Coriolis effect. And what guys are not doing is taking into account the effect that this can have on your shooting at longer ranges. Now, real quick, let's kind of just explain the Coriolis effect in layman's terms. The Coriolis effect is the effect that when the bullet leaves the barrel of the gun, it is actually leaving the surface of the earth. So as the bullet leaves the barrel of the gun, the earth is still rotating, and the bullet is not rotating with the earth. So the earth will actually rotate out from underneath of the bullet while it is in flight. So as the earth rotates, it actually rotates from the west to the east. So what that's going to do to our targets is if you're shooting west, your target's going to rotate up and towards us, which is going to cause the bullets to hit lower. And if you're facing east, the target's going to be dropping and slightly moving away, which is going to cause the hits to be higher. Now, why this is important is out to 1,000 yards, you could have almost a full minute of correction due to Coriolis effect, depending on which direction you sighted in your zero. Now, to show you guys just how much effect there's going to be, we're going to put on a little shooting demonstration here. I've got targets east or west and east of us, exactly 1,000 yards in each direction. So what we're going to do to prove this Coriolis effect on our rifle here is we're going to shoot it out to 1,000 to the west, and we're going to shoot it to 1,000 to the east, and we're going to measure the difference in those group centers. And hopefully it's going to show you guys that this kind of error can lead to bigger errors in your drop data. All right, got 3 hits on the steel down there. We're gonna switch directions, switch the bents over, and we're gonna shoot east now. All right, we got 3 more hits on this steel down here. Now we're gonna rack up all our gear. We're gonna go check these out, measure them up, show you the results. All right, we've made it down to our target that we shot at the west. This is our west target here. And as you can see, they've all dropped in quite low. We've got 8 inches from center to the center of the group, which is a little lower than we expected, but we were dealing with some pretty stiff mirage. So we got a nice little group here. We're gonna pack up this target and head down to our target that we shot to the east, and we'll compare the two groups and show you the difference of just switching directions. That's all we did. We switched from west to east. All right, we've made it down to our target on the east target now. And as you can see, they're not quite too high. We've got about 3 inches, maybe 3.5 to the center of the group above bullseye. So if we compare this to our other target, we're 3 inches high here, we're 8 inches low there. That's 11 inches, just over a minute of difference between just shooting from the west to the east. Now, how does this affect you and your data? 1 minute with this 7 LRM that we're shooting at 1,000 yards is worth 70 feet per second if you were trying to develop drop data. And that could make huge differences in your drop data and your custom turret if you were to actually figure the data shooting east and west. So the tip today is always do your data either north and south. That will eliminate your Coriolis up and down, or know how much effect that has on it and take that into account on your ballistic data.
Welcome back to Long Range Pursuit. We now join Aaron on a different kind of hunt way up north. Spot and stalk mule deer in late November in Canada offers its own set of challenges for the hunter.
Hey, we're hunting in Canada. We're chasing some mule deer and whitetail. Big Knife Outfitters, Cody Rowland invited us up here. We've got a pretty cool spot to hunt, sounds like. Big draws. We're going to catch the deer feeding up out on top. We've got some pretty heavy fog, so we've adjusted our plan just a little bit. We're going to get an vantage point where we can see and shoot out to about 400 yards and hope the rangefinders work well through the fog. That might be a challenge. But we'll see. Staying warm might be a challenge as well. We'll see how we do.
Sounds like a couple coyotes need to die, but we're hunting deer, so I guess we're gonna let them live. We got a female and a male down there yipping at each other. I don't know if that's good for the deer hunt or not, but plenty of coyotes.
Though it's cold, the low temperatures have their advantages. Often, the mule deer stay up and moving in order to eat enough nutrients to provide energy for the day.
That's kind of nice to see. That's what we're looking for. Mule deer. Looks like they're still up and feeding, which is pretty encouraging. We've been feeling like they're bedded down in the timber. We don't have much of a chance hunting today, but they're still up feeding. I'm going to take another look here. So you thought his main means were a little short?
Yeah, he didn't come out real long. His front forks are small, real good backs, heavy. Nice, what, 2-inch sticker maybe up the back left? Yeah. The flyer sticking straight out. Be a nice deer. He didn't have no brow tines.
That's kind of nice to see one.
Yeah.
Cody's located 2 great bucks in the area. One is a giant frame typical, and the other is a non-typical with multiple main beams. Knowing there are a couple of monsters makes it easier to pass up just big ones.
Got another plan tonight. We're going to sit out in this point, look up the draw that way and that way. Bless those timber patches we've been looking at in the morning. Mike and Cody are going to head clear up on this ridge, park themselves up a lot higher, get a little better vantage point. I'll look up another draw, and we've only got one gun, so we know we're going to see the action down on our side with the camera, but if they see anything up there, they'll ring us or come pick us up. Sounds like we've got that good deer spotted down here at the end. We're gonna see if we can get down to the end, get on him before he goes into the timber. We made it down here. They're checking him out. He's in some thick, nasty stuff. He's bedded down. He's about 750 yards away. We've got a pretty stiff wind this morning, 10 to 15. That makes that a really tough shot. So what do you think? You think that knob over there is going to give us our spot, huh? A little more options.
Yeah, I think it'll change it. You know, we'll be looking straight in them trees, and then we'll be able to see them there a lot better. Right now on this diagonal, you got to look through twice as many trees to see them. You know?
Yeah.
With the deer bedded in thick cover and no shot, Cody decides to move in closer and make a play on the deer while he's located, rather than gamble on getting a shot later in the day. With a buck of this caliber, Aaron makes no argument.
If that deer's still there, he's going to be in that 300, maybe closer. We're going to be real careful coming up over this hill. Cody went ahead. He's going to belly crawl up there. One guy making noise. He's going to scout it and see if he can pick that deer up. He's bedded in some thick stuff, so it'll be hard to see him.
Hit him good. Hit him good.
You hit him pretty good, Aaron. Down, man. You're down.
I decided I wasn't going to wait until he's out of that brush. I picked one little gap that smoke him, right?
Nice
it's
shot.
a little behind the shoulder. I figured it wouldn't drop him, but put it right through the lungs there.
He was like a drunken sailor there for a minute. Good shot, bro. Nice shot.
All right, so we got this thing going in the shop. We kind of got a sliding scale for bragging rights. Number one, you shoot something a long ways, you make a really good shot. That's something to be proud of. That means you've executed what we've practiced and using the equipment, etc. There's another bragging rights in the shop, and that is when you shoot a big old animal with a lot of inches. It don't matter how far he is.
Cody got one quick look at this deer in the spotting scope, and Aaron had to trust that his guide knew this deer. With a non-typical, you really don't know what you have until you get your hands on it.
Sir. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, he's bleeding. Look at all that trash.
Good job, bud.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That is a stupendous deer. Way to go.
Little
Big knife outfitters right there, man. Very cool. Thanks, Cody.
Thanks for coming, guys. This is
Hey,
fun.
thanks for setting that up. I know how hard that was for you to let me shoot a big mule deer.
Oh, yeah. That's a dream deer right there.
That's a pretty special deer. And that's first kill with a pretty special gun. We put together serial number 1000. We're going to take some nice animals with it this year. We're going to put it up for sale next year. A little special edition rifle. Awesome.
Big Knife Outfitters is a definite destination for big deer. Go to their website, bigknifeoutfitters.com, and book your hunt.
Hunting apparel for long-range pursuit provided by Sitka and Kenetrek Boots of Montana. License applications made through Cabela's Tags. Brought to you by Gunwerks, G7 Optics, Night Force, Hornady, Flatline Ops, and Caldwell Shooting Supplies.